Have you ever stood in an ancient place and felt it? That quiet hum of history, the feeling that the stones around you have stories they're not quite telling. What if the greatest stories from our past are the ones with missing pages? The ones that end with a question mark, not a period. We think of history as a book that's already been written, a collection of facts and dates set in stone. But the truth is, history is a living, breathing thing. It's a series of cold cases, clues, dead ends, riddles. These aren't just dusty old tales, they are puzzles waiting for the right person with the right idea to finally put the pieces together. The world is a museum of the unexplained. You can find these mysteries everywhere. They're etched into the walls of forgotten temples. They're whispered in the folklore of isolated communities. They're buried deep beneath the earth, waiting for a lucky archaeologist's trowel. These aren't your typical whodunits. The trail of evidence has gone cold for hundreds, sometimes thousands of years. The witnesses are long gone, their voices silenced by the passage of time. All we have left are the artifacts, the ruins, the persistent questions that echo through the generations, daring us to look closer, to dig deeper, and to never stop searching for the truth. These enigmas challenge our understanding of what our ancestors were capable of. They force us to reconsider the timeline of human innovation and exploration. When we stumble upon a device that seems too advanced for its time, or a settlement that vanished without a trace, it's like finding a glitch in the historical record. It makes you wonder what else we've gotten wrong. What other incredible achievements have been lost to the sands of time? History is not a perfect record, far from it. Think of it more like a story told by 1,000 different people. Over thousands of years, with each person forgetting a few details or adding their own little twist. Time is the ultimate thief of information. Fires burn down libraries, floods wash away ancient cities, and languages die out, taking their secrets with them to the grave. The materials our ancestors used, papyrus, wood, cloth, were never meant to last forever. What survives to this day is often just a fraction of the whole picture, a single puzzle piece from a box of 10,000. It's a miracle we know as much as we do, and it's no surprise that so many gaps remain. Furthermore, context is everything, and it's one of the first things to be lost. We might find a strange object, but without understanding the rituals, beliefs, and daily life of the people who made it, we're just guessing at its purpose. Without the cultural software to interpret the historical hardware, we are left staring at an artifact that has lost its meaning. In the late 16th century, a group of about 115 English settlers, men, women, children, led by Governor John White, they established a settlement on Roanoke Island, off the coast of what is now North Carolina. It was a tough, ambitious undertaking. Supplies were low, and relations with the local Native American tribes were tense. Needing to restock, Governor White sailed back to England, leaving his family behind, including his granddaughter Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the Americas. He promised to return as quickly as possible, expecting to be back within a few months. It was a promise he couldn't keep. A war between England and Spain delayed White's return for 3 long, agonizing years. When he finally made it back to Roanoke in 1590, he found the settlement completely deserted. There were no signs of a struggle, no bodies. The houses had been carefully dismantled, not ransacked or burned. The only solid clue left behind was a single word carved into a wooden post of the fort's palisade, Croatoan. The letters CRO were also found carved into a nearby tree. It was a strange and unsettling scene, as if an entire community had simply vanished into thin air, leaving behind only a cryptic message. Imagine a book filled with knowledge so secret or so strange that no one alive today can read a single word of it. That's the Voynich manuscript. Housed at Yale University's Beinecke Rare Book and Manuscript Library, this 240-page codex is a complete enigma. Carbon dating tells us it was created sometime in the early 15th century, but that's one of the only solid facts we have. The rest is pure speculation. The book is filled with flowing, elegant script written in an unknown alphabet. This isn't just gibberish. Statistical analysis shows it follows the structural patterns of a real language, with syntax and recurring word forms. It just happens to be a language that no one has ever seen before. The text is bizarre, but the illustrations are even stranger. The manuscript is divided into several sections, each with its own theme. There's a botanical section filled with drawings of plants that don't match any known species on Earth. Some look like amalgams of different real plants. Others appear to be complete fantasy. Then there's an astronomical section arranged in patterns that don't correspond to any known celestial charts. In the year 1900, a group of Greek sponge divers discovered an ancient Roman shipwreck off the coast of the island of Antikythera. Statues, pottery, coins, a strange, corroded lump of bronze. It was initially overlooked, thought to be just another piece of rock or metal. Months later at the National Archaeological Museum in Athens, the lump cracked open, revealing a breathtaking sight. A complex system of interlocking gears and dials. Close-up of gears revealed. It was a machine, and it was ancient. This was the Antikythera mechanism, an object that would completely rewrite our understanding of ancient technology. Dating back to the 2nd century BCE, this device is often called the world's first analog computer. X-ray scans, CT scans, researchers piecing it together. CG reconstruction of gears turning not a weapon or a simple timekeeper. An incredibly complex astronomical calculator. Turn of a hand crank, more than 30 bronze gears tracking the sun, tracking the moon, tracking Mercury, tracking Venus, tracking Mars, tracking Jupiter, tracking Saturn, predicting solar eclipses, predicting lunar eclipses, tracking the 4-year cycle of the ancient Olympic Games. Why do these stories, the vanished colony, the unreadable book, the impossible machine, still captivate us so completely? It's because they speak to a fundamental part of the human spirit, our unquenchable curiosity. We are natural-born puzzle solvers. When we are presented with a question that has no answer, it's like an itch we can't scratch. These mysteries are the ultimate brain teasers, challenging us to think outside the box and push the limits of our knowledge. They remind us the world is still full of wonder, that not everything has been mapped or explained. There are still dragons on the map, so to speak. These enigmas are a powerful link to our past. Ponder the fate of the Roanoke colonists. You connect with the hopes and fears of early settlers, stare at the pages of the Voynich manuscript. You share bewilderment with scholars of old. These mysteries collapse time, letting us stand shoulder to shoulder with another era. They make history personal, from dry dates to a thrilling, ongoing investigation. The quest to solve them drives innovation. Antikythera mechanism pushed scientists to develop new imaging technologies to see inside its corroded shell without destroying it. The Voynich manuscript is a testing ground for AI and machine learning trying to decipher lost languages and complex codes. The search for Roanoke spurred new archaeological techniques and deeper study of settler and native interactions. The pursuit of the unknown doesn't just reveal the past, it helps build the future by forcing new tools and ways of thinking. Ultimately, these mysteries foster humility, a reminder we don't have all the answers. In an age of instant information, it's humbling to face something profoundly unknowable. History is complex, messy, and full of ambiguity. Embrace uncertainty, and the thrilling possibility that the next big discovery is just around the corner.